right, it's the rundown. Thursday, August 29th.
I didn't love that stuff. That was that was crazy. That's how you sounded.
Yeah, you did. You said it very like.
It's the rundown.
All right, it's the rundown.
It was crazy start.
All right, it's the rundown. Thursday, August 29th. Me, Marty, and Roan. We'll start off with this kind of a hot sports debate in the street, and that's kind of what we do here is sports debates. Aaron Judge versus Shohei Ohtani. So they're both having great seasons.
You can find there's definitely a middle bear of the porridge that's just right, where you can not have to think without the.
Aaron Judge is hitting potentially 60 home runs again for the second time in 3 seasons. I know he's on pace for 63 coming into the Nats series. Didn't hit one, so his pace is probably down to like 60, 61 now. Or Ohtani's just unbelievable. Hit a walk-off grand slam last week to join the 40-40 club. Might become the first member of the 50-50 club. I know he hit a home run last night. I'll start with Roan because, you know, me and Marty might have a tinge of bias in this one. Roan, as an outside observer with a player no player nowhere near as good as Judge or Ohtani, who would you rather maybe have on your team this year, or what season are you admiring more from afar?
I think that Shohei Ohtani's feat is more impressive. Potentially get into 50-50 is more impressive than 60 home runs. We saw Aaron Judge do 60 home runs.
Now, does it change if Aaron Judge gets 63 if he breaks his own AL record?
Yeah, but this is the mental gymnastics that I think a lot of Yankees baseball fans no one gives a fuck about unless it's like 74 home runs.
But
I want to see 74 home runs.
Here's the thing. I mean, I agree. That'd be sick. And first of all, the AL record is a thing. Like having the record for a league is a thing. And also
to whom?
To baseball.
Yeah, like if you're
There's been
box score keeping purist who listens to the game. If you listen to the game at the game, you want to hear the local broadcast.
I'm a believer that the steroid people should be in the Hall of Fame because I feel like they all played in the same era. A lot of guys were juicing, even the ones we don't know about. And Bonds, Sosa, McGuire, etc. They were still the best of that era. But undeniably, taking steroids gives you a huge advantage when it comes to hitting home runs. Like Aaron Judge hitting 63 home runs, or 62 if he hit 63, clean is more impressive than guys on steroids.
But I also think being 6'7", 250 pounds
that's natural.
That also gives you an advantage if you're just arguing something.
That's an inherent advantage versus like an outside.
He his entire life. He's 32 now.
Yeah.
He started. He was so bad.
So maybe steroids.
No,
because that's what I figured it out.
The problem with me is that I'm so okay with the steroids, people. I love the steroids. I think everyone should take steroids if you want to.
I disagree.
If you want to, take it. That was the best
era
of baseball.
I think it's dubious in football because you're slamming your bodies into people. There's more of a threat of injury. But I think in baseball, it's like everybody's watching. It's on the front page news. It makes it a relevant sport again.
All right, that's another argument then. But then if everybody was
sixth best sport.
Sixth best sport? What do you have ahead of it?
It's 4.
Pro football, pro basketball, college football, college basketball, then golf, and then baseball.
Come on.
And then
you're wearing a fucking Phillies hat.
I love the Phillies.
You'd rather have your favorite golfer win?
I'm not saying for me. I'm saying in the zeitgeist.
No, in the zeitgeist, it's 3rd or 4th.
Can I debunk this, though? I'm going to debunk it.
What do you debunk?
What does everyone say what Ohtani does is so good for him? What usually?
He hits and he pitches?
Yeah. He's not only doing 1 this year. Aaron Judge he's playing a position. I think this is going to be, I might be crazy. It might be the first time a DH wins the MVP.
He's going to win the MVP.
I know, but I think it's the first time ever.
I think it would be the first time where someone played like such a high percentage of their games at DH. I believe that is true.
I think that the fact that he escaped such scandal at the beginning of the year, the American media fucking cracking down on his head, and he said, "I'm not even from here. I don't even know what you guys are talking about," and then still was able to elevate.
I mean, 50-50 is incredible. Like the fact that he can't pitch this year, and just like, instead of pitching, I'll just steal a bunch of bases. Like I didn't even
great at something else.
I didn't know Ohtani was that fast. I mean, I know he stole maybe 20-something bases last year, but I mean, he's like a big guy. He should not be as fast as he is.
Yeah, he's damn near perfect. And,
He's the perfect man.
and super
His
honorable.
dog threw out the first pitch last night. It was great.
Even his
He had a
dog
whole
can fucking play.
First at bat, it was his bobblehead night, home run. Guy does it all.
He's got aura.
I think that both things are super impressive, though, and I'm just arguing for Ohtani because I know you boys are both Yankees fans.
I
what
do
makes you
wish
such a good,
I do
panelist.
wish they were both still in the AL because we could have the argument every year.
Of who should
Does-
be MVP.
yeah, it doesn't matter now because they're just both going to be it. But like people try to,
I think Judge would have it this year.
I think he would.
Because like the overall offensive numbers are, I mean, ridiculous. He's got almost 1,200 OPS. If Ohtani was pitching too, then I think obviously that would push him into just MVP every year territory. Like I don't think the 50 steals, if he gets there, is enough to overcome one Aaron Judge playing the field every day, a position he's not even a natural center fielder, and also just like Judge's numbers are just better. Like,
Yep.
How hard would it be for Ohtani to, like, I'm obviously not the biggest baseball guy. How close is he to, like, could he pitch in the playoffs or some shit like that?
No, I don't think so.
No,
I think the Dodgers officially
completely-
said he's not pitching.
He's just never
Yeah.
pitching again?
No, he's going to pitch next year.
Next year.
Or try.
Okay, just because
Just
of
no
health.
reason for him. It's
Yeah.
honestly
Yeah,
kind
Tommy
of
John.
crazy he's even just hitting right
Right?
now
He did
like
have
this.
Tommy John again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. So there's no chance that he could come back.
No.
This year, there's no chance he pitches.
Got it, but he'll be pitching again next year.
Yeah.
Unreal.
You know what? I'm just glad we get to enjoy them both. Moving on, Jayson Tatum has an All-Star MVP tattoo. Last week, Tatum posted a picture of his new tattoo, the All-Star Game MVP trophy, and the trophy is called the NBA All-Star Game Kobe Bryant Most Valuable Player Award. As we all know, Tatum is obsessed with Kobe Bryant. Listen, Jason, this is... I wish I could like Jason
Oh
Tatum
my
more.
God, I
he
wish I
can't
could,
get out
too.
of his own way.
He
As a
really
Duke guy, you can't?
I loved. He was one of my favorite. Grayson Allen's definitely up there, but he was the best. Right? I thought he was going to be amazing. I don't like anything Boston, but he's one of the corniest guys I've ever seen.
Why not get the NBA Finals trophy? I know we didn't win the MVP, but
Because
just
he's
get
not MVP.
No, but just get the
Obviously-
NBA Finals, like
No,
the
it
trophy.
obviously seems like he's a little jealous of Jaylen Brown.
Wow.
I think they actually
Yeah.
don't like each other. Why wasn't Jaylen Brown on the Olympics team?
I want to sow that the seeds of that story so badly just to make dissent happen in Boston. Like I want
Yeah.
that locker room to turn against one another because they look like they have such a complete team and they're having fun winning championships.
The whole
winning
team was on
medals.
the Olympics besides the MVP.
Sam Hauser was on the fucking Olympic team. Peyton Pritchard was on the fucking Olympic
He
team.
was.
You know what he should get? I don't know what it's for, but I saw it on Twitter the other day. The Black Mamba trophy. Did you guys? I think it's for. Pull that up. It's for like. It might be for the in-season tournament or something. It's the sickest fucking trophy I've ever seen, and it's like a Kobe. I don't know. Are they calling the mid-season tournament like the Kobe Bryant tournament or some shit? But whatever it is, it's.
Eventually, he's just gonna have to get the MGK
Look at
tattoo
this
and
thing.
black his whole shit
That was
out.
pretty cool.
That's the sickest trophy. What is it for?
That's his logo for his shoe, right?
It's the Mamba Invitational, right? It's like
What
a
is the
high
Mamba
It's like a high school thing, right?
That's for a high school team?
Yeah, it's like the best high school players play in a tournament and win the Mamba Snake Trophy.
That's better than any like professional trophy.
I wouldn't mind if professional trophies got a little bit more modernized and
Yeah.
a little bit cooler.
What do you think is the best one? I think
the baseball
baseball's
one
Oh, I
is
love
successful.
that. I think the Super Bowl is so fucking sick.
Really?
I think it's just clean and it's got the football at the top and it's.
I think it's great. Too. I think all the trophies are nice.
Baseball is like a old.
The Stanley Cup obviously is the fucking Stanley
But those
Cup.
are the Stanley Cup and baseball are just like kind of feel like old and fucking.
Yeah.
The baseball one with all the
big dumb-
flags, the pennants. I don't know. I think
I like the
that's-
flags.
Yeah,
It's just too busy for me.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say that all sports have great championship trophies.
Trying to think of
I think the NBA is probably the worst, but it is kind of iconic to a degree.
NBA's.
You got the Jordan, Kobe.
But I mean, once you see the snake, once you see what it can be,
Yeah, it would be
burdened by
weird
what
though
has
if it
been.
was a snake. Like there'd be no. It'd be like, why does the NBA champion get a
Are
snake?
you guys excited for that? Like Tatum, LeBron, Sabonis.
starting
documentary type
five?
thing? Yeah,
What is this?
it's like the quarterback stuff, but for NBA.
Oh, yeah.
I think that it could. I think
like
it
the
could.
sound.
I don't know why Sabonis is in it.
They needed a white.
Yeah, they needed a white.
But I think that it could go one of two ways. I think that it could be as good as like that F1 shit that made everybody obsessed with F1, and I think it could be as bad as Hard Knocks was this year. Because I think Hard Knocks.
I've only seen 2 episodes.
It was
It's
so bad.
Yeah, I can't watch it. Like the Giants one, I thought was interesting because you're
Giants one I thought was good.
Yeah.
because it like exposed how inept of a franchise they were. But I think that
actually made me
like him
extremely
more.
confident
Yep.
in Joe Shane.
Me
and his
too.
vision.
yeah, that
So
they
good
just
luck
wanted to
with
get rid of
he's 20 he's
Daniel
old.
Jones, but then they just like. Oh,
I mean, they
couldn't.
they
tried.
thought about it. They
Tried.
they could have.
And we gave you guys a lot of miles on him. A lot of miles on him.
But I think that the new Hard Knocks with the Bears has none of the behind-the-scenes shit you want to see, none of the cuts, none of the like weight room stuff, all the access has been stripped away. And so if it's this like Rich Paul, like manicured, curated, like polished, I want to see something raw, gritty. I want to see actual conflict, and I doubt that we're going to see it from.
But I think focusing on players is maybe better than focusing on teams.
It is. Because
it's
no one
more
also
focused.
cares about a team in the preseason. Then no one cares. And we also have Caleb Williams, who's like, should be something that we look forward to. And it's like, this was an awful Hard Knocks. I'm glad you said that.
I like to try to establish a connection with players
Me
during
too.
Hard Knocks. It's
Me
like
too.
Jamal Williams on the line.
someone to root for. Yeah, someone who'll cry or fuck.
I've been impressed with Caleb Williams so far.
connected with the quarterback that got cut.
Reed
Reed or something. Yeah.
You know what I thought was really funny? It's like it was in the preseason game, and he like threw a touchdown or something. He gets back to silent. He goes, "Oh, I'm absolutely operating this offense." That has to be the whitest rag
He was
in the
so
history
white.
of sports.
He was so white.
I'm absolutely
But
surgically
you're so
operating
right. Like,
this offense.
well, you're gonna see LeBron probably drink some wine. That's gonna happen.
Maybe. Or like that, we're gonna see him like in a nice car driving to the game or something like that, like with sunglasses on, be like, I'm fucking zoning in right now. You're gonna see him walk into a tunnel wearing some fucking nice ass clothes. You're gonna see him like having like a dinner in like a very like secluded setting, and then you're going to see him work out playing basketball, maybe playing video games in between. You're not going to see anything fucking exciting. I want to see LeBron get caught cheating by fucking Savannah and
Maybe
have
he
her
will.
like beat the shit out of him.
I want like him being like telling the Lakers, "You're taking Bronny at 55."
Yeah, that would be way
That
more
would be
interesting.
awesome. Or like we're gonna see a ton of.
Or just like slinking into the house, being like, "So, who you guys looking at 55?"
Yeah,
you know, Deuce is gonna be a huge part of this too. Jayson Tatum's son.
Oh,
is
yeah,
gonna be
Who
nonstop.
are the other people?
Sabonis,
Ant Edwards.
Tatum, Edwards.
Oh, I mean, you buried the lead there. Anthony
Is
Edwards
Durant?
is my favorite athlete.
Is Durant on it?
Anthony Edwards is awesome.
And this is perfect for me. I've always said I only like Anthony Edwards as I don't need to watch a second of Anthony Edwards play. I want to watch his post-game.
Yeah,
press
Anthony Edwards is awesome.
Yeah, I want to watch his interviews. I want to watch his life.
And
I have no idea what his game is like, but I like him as a person.
They're dumbing down his personal life too, because didn't he have the moment 2 off seasons ago where
He's had some baby mama troubles.
But no, I think he was like, he yelled a slur or something like that, and then he
Anthony
Edwards?
apologized. Yeah.
Did he?
What slur? You can say it.
There's other slurs.
You can say
Tommy.
the slur.
The other good one.
There's
That's
always
the one.
There's other slurs that you can't say.
One other good one that he said, and then he had to apologize for. But it's like, it's exciting to see someone have a human moment, and I don't think on this series of the dudes we're going to see a single human moment.
No, you'll see it from Sabonis. He does nothing all day. He just sits
like
there.
fucking whores.
Sabonis.
He's just an absolute hound.
Sabonis probably got that call like, why am I on this?
Because I couldn't get Jokic. Sure. That's definitely what it is.
Yeah, or Luka.
Right.
Next up, we'll stay on the topic of basketball. Kyle Kuzma wants a 4-point line in the NBA. The Philippine Basketball League announced that they're adding a 4-point line. Kuzma said he thinks it'd be good for the game. It's kind of a bad shot to take a deep three, but a lot of us can shoot from that far, so I think it would make it more dramatic. I'm against this.
I hate it. I hate
I
it.
don't know, just too much.
stand
I'm not a big change guy. I think that's too much.
What about the DH?
I
About the DH.
love that.
Yeah,
That
the DH was changed. The fact that it was completely implemented.
Well, for the NL?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good change.
Well, that's changed. I mean,
This is a bad change.
You also like the pitch clock.
Pitch clock, you don't even notice.
Well, I wouldn't notice.
I don't think
You would
adding-
absolutely notice if there's a 4-point.
I don't like adding more points to a game. I think that's crazy. I think that it's been like this for so long.
Yeah.
Like
Also, like records.
They did add the 3-point line at one point.
Yeah.
And people like that.
It's just think about records, like all the records that are, for just I have a good read of basketball, what's a good amount of points in a game. I don't need to relearn.
Well,
it's
did you
like
see
it's like
what they
I didn't like the NFL adding a 17th game.
Smitty told me Howie Rose said something about like how the baseball is going to add 2 more teams and it's just going to be no more AL and NL.
That's pathetic. But I mean, there's basically no more AL and NL now.
Pathetic. What do you mean? Yes, there is.
But like not like they all play each
There's
other.
no stylistic
play each other
difference,
every
or
year.
they just
There's no stylistic difference, and they play like it used to be. Like you had 18, I think, or 19 games of interleague where you just play a whole division, a series, and it was like, it's interleague play. It'd always be like June, July. It was awesome. Now it's like the Yankees played the Nationals this week. I wasn't like, oh fuck, it's interleague. It was just like, they're just playing the Nationals.
What about the new kickoff rule? Do you like that?
I
can't
don't
tell?
have enough of a file on that yet.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to give an opinion.
I'm going to be. I specifically didn't watch it so I could surprise myself on the first Thursday night game.
I think that teams in the league haven't even been. I guess they're not like showing what they're gonna do. I don't know how many ways that you could slice it of just like running into a line, but it seems like teams are gonna have interesting and different wedges that they're gonna use or some shit like that. Or
Because the onside kick rule is something that's pissing me off.
That one
is
is
stupid.
so stupid.
Where like you can't do it anymore until like you're down or the fourth quarter.
And you have to announce it.
And you have to tell them like.
If anything, we should make onside kicks easier.
I think would you rather this? My thing was you could just do a 4th and 20.
I love that.
One play, 20 yards.
I love that.
I like that.
That's way more exciting than here guys, you can do an onside kick. That's just so stupid. I don't get that.
But you have to like line up differently, I guess is the reasoning for it. Like everybody's just lined up at like 20 or 40 yards away.
Dumb.
It would be a cheat code for like the Chiefs to just have 4th and 20 all the time.
Yeah.
But it'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be exciting as hell. Like at least you're putting offensive players in a position to play offense.
On Pick Central today, we kind of decided that the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl against the Eagles, but it's going to be Carson Wentz as the one winning.
Oh, that would rule.
That would be incredible.
That would be.
And again, with Andy Reid. Again.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, we said Philadelphia may not exist.
You just have to
after.
respect that as a sports story.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. We would all have to go and fucking.
I forgot he was
shit
the
out of a
backup,
horse's ass.
honestly.
Huh?
Yeah.
I forgot he was the
they
backup
just got him
for
this
so
year.
long. Yeah.
I think he's a great backup because of how high his ceiling can be. Like
Oh,
he has
yeah.
physical tools and shit like that, but he'll also shit the bed in a shitty situation, like with the Commanders or with the Colts.
Yeah.
Can you guys give me a team that didn't make the playoffs last year that you think has a chance to go to the Super Bowl this year?
Oh,
Can I give you one that's not going to make it?
Okay.
The Texans. They're not going to make the playoffs.
Oh, that everybody's
Disagree.
blowing them?
I think it's the opposite now. Everybody's saying what Mark
No
said.
one's saying what I'm
Everybody's
saying.
like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
What everybody?
D'Amico Ryans is one sexy man.
That's the only reason why you like the Texans, because you think he's
And
hot.
I like C.J. Stroud.
I think C.J. Stroud
don't like
also
why-
were
C.J.
crowning him
Stroud-
pretty fast of 1 year. I don't know if
Same
you're
with Jordan
Really,
Love,
really
honestly.
fucking good.
Jordan Love sucked the first 6 games. And everyone's
Jordan Love,
like, he's
I got
the
them in
best.
I got Bengals over Packers in the Super Bowl. Jordan Love, the last like 8, 9, 10 games.
What
of the
about the
season,
first
he was
6?
awesome.
He was
I mean,
the most
it was his first starts. Basically.
Sophomore slump is a big thing.
I mean, I don't know if you can even consider this a sophomore slump. He's been
Why? It's his
4 or
second
5
year.
years.
It's his second year playing.
No, but that's no.
He was the most inaccurate quarterback to ever play in the first 6 games.
This is just eye test. You watch him in the playoffs, end of the season is unbelievable.
So yours is Bengals didn't make playoffs last year, right? That's
Oh yeah,
yours.
okay, Bengals, yeah.
Bengals, that's not a bad one.
I think I don't think they'll make
You're
the
saying
Super
Didn't
Bowl.
make the playoffs?
Someone who did it, so a team to come out of nowhere or whatever. You know, just an unrealistic long shot.
They're not going to make the Super Bowl, but I think the Cardinals have a shot at the playoffs.
That'd be very interesting.
I think they were low key kind of feisty last year. They're plucky. Josh Dobbs.
I don't hate the Cardinals.
And Kyler Murray is. I know, like he's kind of become a meme, but he's a pretty good quarterback. He's not bad.
They had
got
a fun
Marvin
offense.
Harrison.
You guys think Marvin Harrison's going to do good? I still can't tell.
I don't think so.
What the hell do I know? But everybody says he's good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. If we're going off everybody saying he's good, and
I'm going to go with the Titans.
Titans,
Yeah.
Levis.
I like Will Levis.
I'm a little nervous how
Huge
jacked he
smoke
is.
head.
He's a little
Oh, he
too
looked
jacked.
fucking
He looked
huge.
giant. I don't think you can throw a ball when you're that jacked.
Yeah.
He looked
Fucking
huge on that
slings it.
interview.
He looked big on busing.
I did take an MVP this year, and it's Josh Allen.
Really?
Yep.
That's a
Even
good
with
one.
no tools?
But
9-1.
that's why.
He's going to be better this year. I have them winning the Super Bowl.
Who's their lead receiver? Is it Khalil Shakir or is it
Shakir,
Keon Coleman?
Or is it Curtis Samuel? Keep an eye out for him.
Ah, good call. Good call.
Reunited with Joe Brady.
Did they get somebody else too? No. I think Diggs was his problem.
I think it could honestly be Dalton Kincaid.
It was Kincaid's great.
Yeah.
But I would think he was like, I gotta get him the ball. He's gonna freak out all the time. Now they got 3-4 people that he can throw to whoever. It doesn't matter.
Allen also has narrative on his side. Like if he
overrated
puts up
player?
really good numbers. No, I was gonna say
Yeah.
and everyone's like, oh, he lost Diggs. He didn't have weapons, and he still put up really good numbers.
Yes.
That's narrative.
And this just came out that players voted him most overrated player.
Oh wow.
So that's another thing that's why I bet it this morning. 9-1.
9-1's great odds.
9-1's not bad.
I actually thought he would have been an even longer shot.
Still Josh
Josh
Allen.
Allen, yeah.
You know, it's still he
He
probably
hasn't won an MVP, right? No.
No, I don't think so.
I'll try. All right, let me think of
I could see the Ravens not doing that well this year.
I think they're really fucking good.
I don't think that they're going to make the Super Bowl, but I could see the Falcons winning their division just because that division
they'll win
is
the division.
such trash.
They're the favorite.
We're Falcons.
Are they?
Yeah.
Over the Bucks?
Yeah.
are they?
Pretty positive on
Bucks
on
were
DraftKings. They're the
Final
favorite.
8 team last year.
We're big Falcons. We're all buying jerseys.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Falcons. We're having Falcons Fridays here.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how
London,
big I am on the
team.
Falcons. I love the Falcons.
Drake London could have a massive year this year.
Where?
Kyle Pitts.
I mean, Desmond
be-
Ridder was so bad that he got cut by he's not even
got
on a team
cut.
right now.
He got cut.
He's-
That's so bad.
That's so embarrassing.
And then Heineke got traded to the Chargers.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Freaking love football.
Football too. I can't wait for it to start. I really can't.
What do you got up there, Tommy?
I'm trying to.
This is
I'm
a
trying
big
to
year
find
for
it.
your
John Rich,
guy.
can you maybe try to find that?
Huge
Hurts?
year for your guy.
You know he did.
NFC.
Yeah,
South.
no interceptions in the preseason.
No, he had one.
You had one?
Win the
Yeah,
division.
in his last practice, he threw one just because the narrative was getting too strong.
Good. That was smart. But I think it's a big year for him. This is is he actually good year?
I unfortunately think the Eagles are going to be very good this year.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's good. I don't know. I
Yeah,
could see
Falcons are favored. Pretty
Falcons
heavily.
are. Wow. Okay.
It makes
that wasn't
sense.
a hot take
They
at all
have,
then by
I
me.
guess, the best. It kind of is though, because they've been a disaster. Like the Saints.
This division, I mean, they wouldn't be favored in any other division
None-
in
no.
football.
No, I
don't
think
think
the
they'd be
Panthers
in-
are going to take a step forward this year. I think Deontay Johnson is going to have a huge.
Well, I don't think so.
Panthers gonna be better than the Saints.
I agree. The Saints. Dennis Allen is a moron.
Guess I'll also tell you that. What's Spencer Rattler is going to be playing quarterback in week 8 or
Yeah,
9.
Carr stinks. Taysom Hill, they have to force feed the ball 10 times a game.
You hate him.
Hate him. So yeah, that was some good NFL.
That was a lot of sports talk for
Yeah,
the fellas.
we also got a staying on sports, but with a little bit of a Barstool twist. Florida State fan vows to eat dog shit out of a red Solo cup in Florida State, or if Florida State loses to Boston College. That's just something you don't have to say out loud.
Yeah, that's what I've learned here. Sometimes you just don't have to say things.
Yeah, that's almost. He's kind of stealing our. It's a Philly thing too. You know what I mean? He's kind of stealing our eating poop after.
Right.
But we eat poop in celebration. We sprinkle some Oreos on it and put some fucking worms in the red Solo cup, and we have ours and have it as a nice little treat.
How many followers does this guy have?
I wonder if he's getting his followers up.
1,100.
1,200 followers.
Huh.
Is that a white guy?
Full-time bullshitter, though.
He probably thought people wouldn't,
yeah.
like, that many people would see it. It's got 1.2 million views.
But his bio says permanent bullshitter. So
yeah,
the
so he
bullshitting?
could, I mean, then he could be like,
That's an out. Full-time bullshitter.
Well, what's
sorry.
what's the odds of this game?
Florida State's a significant
Yeah,
favorite.
so this guy's not gonna eat shit.
Yeah, like
I mean, he could. I'd rather have a 0% chance of eating shit out of a red Solo cup.
Yeah, but it gets. I mean, you do love numbies though, and 1.2 million. Can we get a "I will eat shit" if the page?
they're minus 16 and a half.
All right, so yeah,
it's a wrap. What if the Giants? If the Giants don't win 5 games this year, will you eat shit?
No, that's incredibly likely.
That's close.
If they win less than 5 games?
Well, the Giants. Oh, that's my team. The Giants will make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't had a number 1 in 90 years. This guy's going to be unbelievable.
Odell Beckham wasn't the number 1.
No. I'm saying the actual number 1.
Oh, got it.
Oh, I thought I was
Number 1 receiver.
No, actual number 1. They
Yeah, he
unretired
got it
his number.
unretired. I kind of feel bad for all the people that bought jerseys already for neighbors, but whatever.
No, I think
Relics,
it's like
vintage.
a cool. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a cool.
Yeah, it's
I
like you
was
never
in
get
on the
to
ground
play it.
floor.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be better than people. Their defense is going to keep them in games. If Daniel Jones is somewhat of an okay
I think their
quarterback,
defense
Who's their D-backs?
So Drew Phillips, rookie. Tyler Neighbors.
you don't need good D-backs. If
Banks.
Tyler Newbin,
Banks. What did I say?
Neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
From
I got
Minnesota.
Neighbors on the mind. We got
Deontay
Banks, I think,
Banks
is
is
going to take a
good.
step forward this year.
I'm
Cordell
being,
Flott
Is a solid safety.
I'm being honest though. You don't need.
I read
great
something that said Cordell
backs.
Flott's one of the most underrated young corners in the league.
Good read. I did read that too. You don't need good backs if your guys are getting to the quarterback. Their defensive line and linebackers are one of the best in the NFL.
But
I mean, Burns, Lawrence, Thibodeau that's Tuck, OC, and Strahan.
do we think that Thibodeau is? I mean, did you look at his sacks last year though? I feel like his sacks were kind of soft sacks.
Oh, they were high.
Yeah, but they were soft sacks. Like
Describe a soft
Wait, what's a
like
soft sack?
Strahan's record-setting sack. Like somebody lays down at your feet and you tag him. That's a
That's
sack.
a sack.
Sounds like a sack to me.
Sounds like a sack.
Sounds like you're trying to pick off.
I'm
a
just wondering.
sack.
I'm asking. I'm saying. I'm talking. I said, do you think?
No, I think he's going to get more this year.
Yeah. What about Azeez Ojulari?
He's a bust. Is he even? He might not. I don't even think he made the. Did he make
Also,
the roster?
Okereke at
Okereke's good.
linebacker, he's fantastic.
Okereke's a beast.
Aftershow, really just kind of an amazing Barstool story that Kirk just keeps solving murders. His podcast.
It's
The
honestly
Case.
insane.
It's like.
It makes me think that detectives are fucking dumb.
They're probably like, "Fuck, this guy's doing another season. We got to do this." Like,
Maybe
Like-
just nobody wants to be a detective. Like people just want to be podcasters. What's other true crime podcasts? What's their rate of solve?
Serial is one, right?
But have they solved
I don't
shit
know.
over it yet?
or are they just talking about it? Like
Right.
solving
Yeah, there's a lot of
two
true
is
crime
insane.
podcasts, but Kirk is like, it's not just true crime. It's like, let's solve the crime.
Did you
podcast.
see on the show today? Dave was like, "Are you worried about getting murdered?" He's like, "No, as you know, I would much rather someone else do it." Slash, and then he goes, but then he was like, gave the addresses, "Please come, I will take him out myself." Like he is the perfect guy to solve these crimes. But the
Yeah, I
fact that
guess-
they're actually being solved is actually truly one of the craziest things.
Super impressive.
There's going to be one day like a podcast about about how Kirk solved murders.
Well, he's got to get back out there.
Isn't he just doing it with that one Steve Robinson guy? Like it's just them two?
Maybe.
I think it was just.
I think
like,
he's got to get out there and like he's doing himself a disservice by like arguing with fucking Justin
Mutt?
or Mutt. You know what I mean? Like why is he doing that? Why isn't he just
He just
solving
becomes a
murders?
full-time detective.
True.
If there was a higher upside on the career of full-time detectives, you know what I mean? I think that teachers are the real superheroes, but I think that if full-time detectives could, like, I think that's what the show, The First 48, was supposed to be, like getting some good shine on detectives. But if you could become famous from being a detective,
Yeah.
I feel like
If you can be a detective that
worthwhile-
ends up on like Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah.
like this guy solved another.
What if he's just the next True Detective on that show?
It seems like it. It seems like he is a true detective,
Yeah.
deep down. Super impressive. Can't say enough about it. Just stop wasting your time talking to the dumbest people in Massachusetts and get
Honestly,
out there.
I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like when he does that too.
No, it's amazing.
They're
It's
the
great
dumbest.
content.
No, it's the perfect mix.
I don't know how he finds these people. The guy
Yeah.
on the show today was the most infuriating guy I've ever.
Who was it?
Mutt. He wouldn't
Mutt,
take
yeah,
a job. He's like, "How much you make in a month?" He goes, $200, paying the bills. He goes, "That's not paying."
But that is like, it was making
a
Dave
bill.
want it even more. Because he was
It's
like,
been
this-
hard to get.
Yeah.
I've never seen Dave want somebody so bad to work here.
Yeah.
Also from the show, Surviving Barstool updates. Frank is
Are you
out.
on that?
Clemmer
Yes.
is in.
You're a wild card. on
And
that.
RA is on the fence.
No, RA's. They
well,
were
RA was
saying
like-
he's out.
RA basically is taking a leave from Spittin' Chicklets. So
I got a question about that. Is RA saying I need to take a leave, or are they saying you need to take a leave?
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, it seems it was a.
I'd imagine.
I would imagine.
mutual-ish.
I would imagine usually the person doesn't say I need to go.
So if it's if
it's up to
RA
me.
said I'm going to take a leave, but then I'm going to do surviving, then I think that it's kind of weird. But I think if they're like you're not going to do the show and you're also not going to do surviving, if I'm RA, I'm like, wait, where you're just telling me what I can and can't do on the show and off the show. Like, I think that's.
So we don't know the behind. You're
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm curious about.
But basically, what was talked about on names is Whit and Biz were like, well, you can't not do Chicklets, like the show that's made you popular, and then just do.
Well, can he just come back to Chicklets? That's my question.
Maybe.
Like, is he allowed to just come back to Chicklets tomorrow?
I don't know.
If he went himself saying I need a break and is not doing Chicklets and is doing this, I understand Whitney 100%. If your side, I do.
I think that's like the biggest thing that didn't get, and I know that Whit, he said that I don't want to talk about this shit because it's behind the scenes, but if it was another podcast, I'd be licking my chops. Like, I am licking my chops because this is drama, and we've been drama starved around here.
That
honestly.
show is supposed to be about that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And when
We've
it
been
comes
drama starved.
And also now, if RA doesn't end up dropping out, he ends up playing, could be some great drama on Surviving Barstool.
Yes.
Did you hear Clemens' response back to Dave?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
just
Pathetic.
Just.
But I mean, I also talk to Dave like that all the time, so who am I to say? But I thought it was more like yeah, I forget. It was kind of like I've been watching
something?
Survivor since season 1.
I don't know if the way you text Dave, if he says, "Hey, do you want?" I'm in. That's what you say.
No, you got to be more appreciative because
No.
Nikki Smokes said something like that. And
Well, Nikki
he thought
I'm in?
Smokes is
he wasn't
Nikki
appreciative
Smokes
enough.
Is just started.
The perfect response to that is absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity. So excited, like something like that. Like you're showing you're grateful.
It depends your relationship with him, honestly.
Yeah, that as well.
Nikki Smokes working for a year.
What did you respond when he asked you?
He had changed his number, so I didn't know who was texting me at first, and then I texted back after the fact.
Who's this guy asking me to be on Survivor?
Is this Probst?
So yeah, how do you feel about a month-ish out?
I think it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to just be a great test. There's so many. I mean, you're adding better and better players to the game. Like, despite what you say about Clemmer, like he's obviously going to be more strategic than.
Yeah, he's
He's
RA or
he's
Frank
definitely
Tank.
going to be a
he
good.
knows Survivor.
When you know it, you're definitely better as well.
Yeah. So I just have like a big excitement about it. I just have no idea what it's going to be like. No idea what's going to happen or how it's all going to unfold, and I think it's going to be cool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I tried to rewatch the first season when you won against.
You've been binging Real Survivor too for months. Maybe.
I've been trying to watch a little bit.
Or yeah, maybe you've seen.
Listen, everyone that's won, kind of just like was likable. It's really it.
I wasn't particularly like.
Well, yours was the only out. Like Eddie won, and he didn't like do much till like he had to. Will didn't do much till he had to.
Eddie had one big move. Tommy had two big moves. Like Eddie's move was recording. Tommy had two big moves. I guess Will's move was like beating you, but he was more of like a challenge winner.
Yeah.
And also Will voting out KFC, I thought was a
Smart.
move.
Yeah.
It was like a
to break the
big
three
move.
up.
Like to turn his back on Fights and Kevin. I mean, whatever. I don't want to say too much.
Say it.
No, I don't want to give away too much strategy.
Yeah, listen,
you know?
you're part of it. I'm the furthest away from it, and I'm very excited to be a fan of it.
I thought that last season it would be like hard to top it. I thought like, okay, we're doing it big, pulling out all the stops. The cast is massive. I think that it's somehow bigger, and it's going to be fucking awesome. And I think that it makes your win with 8 people look so Mickey Mouse. It makes it look such like a fucking.
Listen, that's like Babe Ruth didn't play against black people.
Whatever.
It's not his fault.
No, it's like
Whatever
whoever won the Super Bowl in 1948. You don't know their fucking name
Yeah.
because no one gives a fuck because there was 3 teams.
Whatever's
I hope you
smaller
get out
than the
sober.
bubble is even smaller than what you.
What about most dangerous game?
8 people. You're playing against plumbers.
Was that the first season?
Yeah, first season.
New show, trying to get the kinks out.
Yeah, and there's no let's see how Tommy played. Let's copy that. I fucking forged the way. I'm fucking Amelia Earhart.
No, I think that if you were a man of your word, you would be in this season. If you were like
Kind of crazy. You're not.
Listen, at first I wasn't in, and Dave was like, I want you to help with the show, the behind the scenes. So for the past 2 months, I've been having a bunch of meetings. I know the whole fucking show. And now when people are dropping out, maybe it's like, I could have been in it. But you know what? I'm happy to be involved in this because I can't be in the show now.
Well, you've been in one show where it's been more than a Mickey Mouse cast, and you won that one, right? Or you were like the 4th.
Oh, well, listen, if there wasn't tape on me of winning every season, then yeah, I would have won.
I'll let you know. I'd be the best or the absolute worst Survivor cast member in the world.
It'd be one of the two.
I wouldn't be in the middle.
Yeah.
I'd be very, very bad, or I think really good. No, even close to the middle.
Something you are good at to transition and end up is athletic feats of all kinds.
Yeah, listen,
Marty
not many
works
people,
out.
not many people talk about it, but I did return a serve off.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It seems so hard to. How fast are their serves? 150 miles an hour or something?
His was like 125. The other guy's was 140. He said, which was
That is one of those where I think I saw Kevin's tweet where it's like, logically it should be like, you have no chance. You should get smoked in the nose. But
I don't
you
know
have
what's
a
going
weird
on, honestly.
You're athletic.
You're athletic.
But I don't understand what's happening. But my next one is either hockey or basketball. Which one do you think?
I mean, can you skate?
I can go forward. Feidelberg said absolutely 0% chance no in hockey.
But like,
What are you
would the
doing with
feat
hockey?
be? Yeah.
It would be, one would be like facing another guy, an offensive guy, scoring against an NHL goalie on a shootout.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I think I can. I've done it against.
Can you skate?
No chance.
I can go.
I mean, I shouldn't say that, but I think the skating,
Every time I've done it, someone says no.
I just think the hardest part. I mean, I guess you probably would have a good
Hockey's
shot.
What about
I
being
think
a
it's the
goalie?
skating thing.
What about being
and
a
I
goalie
would be,
and saving?
and I also would do goalie.
I think you could save. I think you could save.
I think I could
I
luck
don't think they're
into a couple
guaranteed
saves.
to like stop.
But I want to try.
You got to
and,
save.
You don't think I get a save?
Oh, I think you could get saves. I think you're more likely to get saves than to score.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna score too.
You have to have that kind of confidence as an athlete.
What would you do in basketball?
I don't need to like hold on to the.
Try to
I
score on
could,
somebody,
Yeah, I play one-on-one.
but like with a handicap.
I'm supposed to do it with like Cole Anthony, I think. Do you think I have a chance against him?
Probably.
That was such.
Hell's Cole Anthony. He's on
Cole
the
Anthony
Magic.
is?
Yeah,
Right?
on the Magic.
He's like
Greg
one of
Anthony's
the best like UNC
UNC?
players.
Oh yeah, and he went to Malloy, I believe, right, or somewhere in New York.
Maybe. Because Greg Anthony was a Nick, right? So that makes sense that if he went to Malloy.
I think he got a shot against Cole Anthony. I mean, like it depends.
Basketball
Like,
is
you're not going to beat him.
Basketball's
one.
different. Like I could like hit a three against him.
Right.
It's not like.
I think it was just like if you have to score on him, that you could definitely do.
I'll
you have
do
to beat
basket-
him in a game.
I'm gonna try to do
21, that's
hockey
no
first because everyone, even like Yandel said no chance. Whitney said no chance. Now John Rich saying no chance. Feilberg. So
They don't believe in
Prove him
you.
wrong.
no one believes in me. No, they
Fuck
said
them
the same thing
haters.
about tennis.
Right. They said the same thing about Martin Luther King. And then he fucking changed everything.
That's true. Me and
And
Martin.
on that note,
What about Tate versus Dave? Why are you trying to avoid
Tate
that?
versus
yeah,
Dave.
avoid.
So this stems from the Connor Stallions documentary. Dave was in it. Casey was in it. I don't know the exact details.
I mean,
No, it's
Tate's,
before that.
I mean, this is
it's
the
the bet.
Ohio State.
Yeah, but he.
But is the bet? The bet isn't officially agreed upon.
it's
correct?
not agreed on. Dave won't agree on the bet. And I
Dave-
think that every time Tate puts out a video like this, he I don't know if he's reading off a script, but he says this shit so well, so succinctly, so bang, 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 that it's almost like, hey, he's making a pretty fucking good case
said
right there.
Dave grew up a Vikings fan or something today.
I thought that was known. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. know.
No, that can't be true.
I didn't know that. But
I think he kind
I
of
don't
got his
care. I
name
never-
right.
It is
I don't
true.
know.
I don't care about that stuff. But like he did put up. Dave
No, I
said
think
that,
he said he liked the colors when he was like 5.
Dave said that he's
Pictures of him
not
in the
even. He's
might have
not
been, like,
even
on
a
a football
thought.
team that had,
Like he doesn't deserve to be. He says that his Ohio State fans are Ev and Brandon. He's not even a thought in his mind.
Which is
about being
crazy. I think that if you're
Yeah, I mean,
Dave, you got to be like,
Dave
hey,
is definitely a huge Ohio State fan.
No, I don't think he's saying that. I think that he doesn't deserve to even talk to him yet about this rivalry because I guess he's new to Dave. I don't know.
but Dave
Gotcha.
took his pick yesterday and was tweeting about his dad going to the baseball game.
Well, I don't think
dad's-
he does. Not that he hates him.
His dad's spot is pretty. It is pretty spot on.
Yeah, oh, that's incredible.
I think
That was,
he
I meant
does-
to take that.
They
I don't
were
know why the
also
fuck I didn't.
losing by 3 in the 7th inning and won.
Yeah, that was incredible. But I think that it's a huge opportunity for Dave to get a massive win. Like if Michigan can beat Ohio State, like Dave's just so addicted to winning, and I guess this is Sun Tzu Art of War type of situation. You don't enter a battle that you don't think that you can win, but he's so addicted to winning that he won't even put himself in a situation of risk where like there's not a guaranteed or almost guaranteed chance he's going to win.
I think there might be for Dave. It's like the element of okay, if he does win, I don't think Dave would be happy about not paying Tate for a year.
Yeah, but he also doesn't want to give Tate the chance to have bragging rights over him, so he's just
Right.
not going to engage.
Ohio State is like supposed to be the best team this year.
That's like basically the
Well,
eating
that's why-
shit out of a cup bet for Ohio. for
Yeah,
Ohio
because
State.
Michigan obviously is still going to be really good, but not as good as last. That's why it's like
No, I mean there's way more of a risk for Tate than the Florida State guy.
not really. Honestly, in terms,
Ohio State is not going to be 16.5-point favorites against Michigan.
they're supposed to be.
Also, like, to be honest, Tate's risking more, right? Like, I really don't want to eat shit out of a cup, but not having a salary for a year fucking sucks. Like, that's
So
a big risk.
would you put it on the line, eating shit out of a cup versus not having salary? Would you eat shit for your salary?
I mean, that's no. I mean,
Would
there's
you
no
eat shit
bet
for your
there.
salary for the year?
Yes.
Good question.
Yes.
Would you?
You wouldn't eat shit for.
I mean, yeah, I would
double your
have to,
salary?
but it's like we don't even
You
have.
have to finish the cup.
Can you? Do you like not die from eating shit?
Yeah.
I mean,
course
it's in you.
It's in you.
But
That should be like the
it's
shit
so
slogan.
toxic that it's getting
Shit, it's in
It
you.
has to be excreted from you.
You would have to get a job as like a salesperson.
No, listen, I'm willing to eat shit.
So
but-
double or nothing. Double or
but
nothing
I'm
for
just
your
trying
own
to say,
salary.
like,
Eating
there's
shit.
no like things at stakes for me here. Like,
double or nothing.
if
Double or nothing
anything,
your
it could
salary.
be good Ohio. It's like, oh, Ohio State, he could get he could offset not getting paid for your if he eats shit.
I think that he should have to have this bet in multiple years, not just while it's.
And then does
while
the
they're-
salary
while
double
they're-
up?
Because like, why didn't he? Well, when did he start? I don't know. When
He probably hadn't started yet, but
Yeah.
but like he
April?
shouldn't only be able to
I'll
make
say
this
March.
bet when he is in a position of advantage. So if he makes his bet where things are closer to equal, then it's a little bit more of there's strength to the bet. But also Dave, like, what does Dave have to lose?
What if
You know
he?
I mean?
What if he said double my salary with the spread?
I like that.
I think that's fair.
That's nice.
That's literally what's
Ooh,
fair.
that's nice.
Yeah, that's a nice
Marty.
little
That's
wrinkle,
nice.
huh?
Double my salary with the spread. Double or nothing with spread.
But I think Dave would like if Michigan covers and loses, Dave wouldn't be happy.
Why do you keep saying that? He wins the bet.
He
He's
would
not
be
gonna be
more
happy.
He would be way more upset that Michigan lost.
He's not going to be happy, but it's also like now he freed up some cap.
And then he could probably just
For a year.
hedge bet on Ohio.
But I'm saying,
State,
like, I don't.
with
Let's
that
say
Tate's salary.
Ohio State is 5.5-point favorites. They win by 4. Dave's not going to be celebrating. Dave's not going to be like, "Fuck yes!" Like Dave's going to be pissed.
They won a national championship last year. They've beaten them 3 times in a row. He's already has upper hand. He loves content more than winning, I think. If he can have
Yeah,
a guy, if he has a guy that's not going to
And then he can frame it as a win.
I mean, I would like
Yeah.
to see it happen.
Maybe, like,
that'd be
If-
one of our
imagine-
biggest. That would be one of our biggest streaks.
Imagine
ever.
him sitting there. Ohio State beats Michigan. He should be very happy, but doesn't cover spread. Now he has no salary for a year. It is crazy.
That would be amazing. He
That's a
should
great-
put the spread.
that's good
I love
content.
that.
I think it's
Yes,
got to
I
be.
don't know why
money
no
line.
one.
I think it's
says
just got to be who wins.
Why?
I think it's got to be who wins.
Why are you trying to talk us out of this great content?
I don't
It
think.
evens it out.
It evens it because they're going to be they're home. Ohio State's home, and they
I think
have
it
the
makes
best
it worse
roster.
content.
With the spread?
Yeah.
It's the other option.
You
is
don't
no
have-
content though. The other option is it
Well,
doesn't.
no. The
happen.
other option is they just do it as
They're not
straight
going
up.
to do
Yeah,
it.
but they're not
Dave's
gonna do
not
it.
doing it.
I think there's a chance if Tate keeps at it, and I mean maybe we see how the season goes. I think there's a chance Dave eventually agrees to it.
Yeah,
Just because of, like you said, he
if
loves
Michigan's
content so
undefeated or something, if Michigan's undefeated, Ohio State's undefeated, maybe he does it.
Yeah, Ohio State the week before, like they lose 3 players to an ACL injury or something.
That's not ACL injuries don't go around like the flu.
Yeah, 3
Oh,
from
it's a
three
really
ACLs
it's a
in 1
really
week.
bad day for Ohio
Crazy.
State.
They all played at MetLife.
Wow, that could be it. Man, I'd be so scared if I was a Giants fan having Malik Neighbors' beautiful ACLs
Yeah,
out there on
it's-
that shit.
Well, what about the Jets opening up for Monday night again? Not at MetLife, but opening up Monday night. Aaron Rodgers hopefully plays more than 3 plays.
If Aaron Rodgers was smart, when he got his surgery, he would have had them put 2 Achilles in for him, so he has a spare one, so he
Smart.
can pop one just in case. Because he's, on MetLife, it's like 50-50,
That's good thinking.
2 Achilles. Was that his injury, Achilles or ACL?
Achilles.
Achilles, right? Yeah, 2 Achilles.
Yeah, everything about that stadium is so bad.
It's so
The
fun.
location,
I won't go
the
to
look,
the game.
the turf,
It's terrible to leaving the stadium. The Uber loop.
everything
Bro.
about it is bad.
I live in Jersey. It took me 3 hours to get home.
You could probably walk.
That was my first NFL game. I've only been to 1.
You could have probably
Went
walked.
to one NFL game.
You have no interest.
I mean, oh no, I guess.
Your couch is a fan. Couch is a great spot.
You would have to pay me to go to NFL.
Big time.
All right. Hey, next week we're back for the rundown. NFL Week 1 will be right upon us. Tune in.